everyone, welcome to my home. I'm so happy to be here with you. My name is Rosalba, and I'm here with Thou Butter. And Thou Butter is really the intention to create something for our bodies that illustrates our love, our gentleness, our kindness to our bodies, and it's really meant to uh, it's intended to remind us to reclaim our power. And reclaiming our power is so critical, especially now as me as an indigenous woman, but particularly for Black indigenous people of color. Reclaiming our power over our bodies is critical and important. And Thou Butter is really there to make this a practice, an everyday practice that we have towards our body. And this video today is really intended to share with you this medicine that offers healing, it offers intention, and so I also hope it's fun. So this is something that you can do by yourself. That alone time is really important, but it's also something that you can do in community. This is something that I've done with my own parents and my husband. So I'm hoping that you can also have this practice and have in whatever way serves you best. So first we're going to start off with what is body. It's a really rich moisturizer for our skin, and is usually made with coconut oil and shea butter, of which we have here as well. And it really provides a deep moisturizing experience. It has a lot of vitamins. It has vitamin A and E, and it also has those really important omega-3 fatty acids that are important to keep our skins feeling hydrated, feeling hydrated, I would say, and also feeling youthful and plump. And that's just sort of a summary. Hi there. So let's get into the ingredients. And so let's start off with first beeswax. So we have about a pound of beeswax here. You can get this in various different forms. You can get them in small little pellets. And I myself just cut it into small pieces with a knife, and then I warm that knife up with literally fire, and then it sort of allows you to slice it up. And so beeswax is, just to give you some information about beeswax, it has some antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties that are great for soothing your dry skin. Is also really great in terms of moisturizing your skin without clogging your skin, which sometimes I've experienced myself, which is oh wow, this feels so good, and it's wait, I like a dark spot. Another thing is cacao butter. So cacao butter is really high in antioxidants, and it's great for sensitive skin and helps with irritation, skin irritations like eczema and dermatitis. And is also originally from what today is Mexico. So it was revered by our indigenous ancestors as it was praised for its effects on our bodies. I think more so in terms of consumption, and we all know that chocolate has a really beautiful effect in our bodies. It's also delicious. Also, cacao butter is used for cooking. So we are going to be using it today. And then we have coconut oil. Coconut oil is really high in antimicrobial properties that kind of help with treat acne and protect our skins from harmful bacteria. Another one that we have a lot around in the Central Valley, we have a lot of almonds. So but we are today using sweet almond oil, which again is also really rich in vitamin A and E, and It does protect your skin from UV damage. It helps make your skin look smooth and soft. And I also, like in the past, have used straight up almond oil for my skin. It's really good for, I used it for my scalp as well. So I'm a fan of almonds. I do acknowledge that some folks are allergic. So a nice substitute for almond oil. So it's here, and this is a glass container. It looks like a drink, but it's actually not. So it just happens to be there. I have here jojoba oil, which is a great substitute for folks who might have allergies to almond. And it's also really, it has this ability, jojoba oil in particular, has an ability to sort of adapt to like your skin. So it's like, it has that effect where almond oil for some folks who, especially if you struggle with like oily skin, it might not be your best bet. So it's a little bit more expensive jojoba oil than almond oil, but if that's what you need, then that's what you should get for yourself. You deserve it. So another ingredient here that we have is our shea butter. So high in fatty acids, like the good ones. So we are going to be using that, and also paying tribute to, I think, of folks from the continent of Africa, right? And like folks who from the diaspora, and like thinking about how this was being used like way back in the time of Cleopatra. And so folks have been knowing about this for a long time, and we are so fortunate and blessed to have this gift. All right, folks, so we are gonna get to the really fun part of making buttery butter. So some materials that you need are gonna be a double broiler. Broiler is really important, I guess, in terms of beeswax and all these ingredients can get burnt, and it can really mess up your product. And if you don't have one, I would just recommend, since I've done it so many times before, is that you just keep a really close eye, bon ojo. So keep a close eye on your product. Put it in really low flame setting, and so just keep an eye out for it. And it will be totally fine if you just put it in a low setting, like mix it, don't let it warm up too long. So yes, but a double boiler if you want to be more on the cautious side, which we're gonna do today. And then you have so you have one pot with water, and then the other one you have another smaller little pot. It's a double boiler. Put it on top. So this is where we're gonna be putting the liquid, all the ingredients in this one, and then the bottom one is just more serving as to sort of warm up. So from there, other tool we need is a wooden spoon. A smaller one would do probably better, but this is what we have. And then also Ladle is something that we need to pour. Recently I found that using if you're making a lot of it, you can use a measuring cup that's made out of glass, and it's easy to pour. It has a little funnel, so it makes it easy to pour into your container. So this container here is made out of tin, and it's really great because you can reuse it over and over and over. Get our ingredients first. So let me tell you here the measurements. So the beeswax is about 1 ounce beeswax. So this is about an ounce, a little bit more of an ounce. And we have our cacao butter, which is close to, so here, so we're gonna do 2 ounces of cacao butter, and we're gonna do another 2 ounces of shea butter. You can also, for whatever reason, if you perhaps like one more than the other one, then you can just do cacao butter maybe, or maybe it's just the shea butter. The consistency will be different. I feel like when you only use shea butter, it has more of like a rough texture to it, which I really like actually. And also with the cacao, it has more of a smoother texture. So it's really up to you and what you like. So yeah, so we're gonna put those ingredients, and all right, everybody. So here we have our pot, our double boiler, and it looks like it's warming up there. You might be able to see those bubbles. And so we're, like I said, we're gonna start off with the beeswax. The ingredients for melting. If you don't have a double boiler, again, you don't have to use one. You just have to be very, very careful about not letting it just sit in the stovetop. It could cause a fire, actually, so be very careful. All right, so next ingredient is our shea butter. I usually like to do the sort of thicker ingredients first. I'm not sure if there's any proven facts to the fact that it just makes a better product, but I'm gonna stick to the fact that it's worked really well for me. Really important, just continue to mix the ingredient as you are pouring it. So you're gonna see here we have the shea butter. The beeswax has already melted. The water is boiling down there, and as you can see, the beeswax is doing really well as it's blending. The consistency will be affected by how much you mix, so I just continuously just mix it. So we're going to continue to put the rest of the shea butter in there. Next we have the cacao butter, so we're going to go ahead and put the cacao butter. The one difference that I noticed from using sort of larger chunks of cacao is that it's nice to have smaller ones because it melts faster. So there are different types, and I really just poured it in right now, so I should have just done it slowly, but I do like the smaller wafer size of cacao butter. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And cacao is really, it lives up to its name, that it has that sort of chocolatey scent to it. That could be another reason why you want to use the cacao butter, only because you really love chocolate and you just want to put it and lather your body in it. So something to keep in mind in choosing whether or not you want to do both. But I love how they both sort of complement each other. One of them is smooth and the other one has this like rich texture that I feel like that awakens certain parts of my body. So I appreciate both of them. I did have to lower the temperature just slightly because it was getting a little hot. Next ingredient up . I'm gonna pour now the almond oil. So cheers. I'm gonna do it slowly. And I'm pouring and I'm mixing. So there we have it. We have our base, really, of our body butter. And we're not quite done yet. The final product here is a little soft, so if you want it to have like a kind of a denser consistency, you can add more beeswax. So you know you can do that in just a second. I'm gonna leave that there. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour the body butter into our tin containers or glass jars. Just remember not to use plastic. It gets really hot, so you want to be careful with not want to be careful when pouring it. There's no rush. Do it nice and slow. Apologies, it's kind of covered up here. I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to pretend that's the one that we're going to make. And then you want to pick your essential oils. As I mentioned, they have a real impact as to how your emotions, and we're going to pour the rose hip here, which we know has regenerative properties that are for our skin. We did two drops, and now we're gonna mix that in with our spoon, and then we're gonna do a little bit of geranium here as well, which has that calming effect, especially if you are someone who struggles with anxiety, which I sometimes struggle with. You're gonna mix that as well. And if you want something that's more uplifting, that's energizing, there are a few items that I mentioned. I think the one I wanted to use today would be bergamot. So I'm gonna put those energies in there as well. And that is, folks, that's pretty much it. This will take about 2 to 3 hours. 1 to 2 hours for it to get like that, to get its consistency. So here we have the final consistency of one that I made before, and yeah, put it in a safe place where kids are not around. I just want to take also a moment to thank you for watching this video, and also really want to thank my husband, my partner, for making space for me to make this video, and also grateful for the Central Valley Mutual Aid for sponsoring this video and assuring that folks who are doing amazing work in the Central Valley for communities, for Black, Indigenous, people of color, folks who sometimes are underserved, are getting medicine. We all deserve medicine that is healing and that is appropriate for our bodies. So also grateful for them for sponsoring this video.